Hi guys, welcome to PIXIENATORY and I'm Pixie, a custom doll artist. Hope you are doing okay. I'm not so okay right now, because for me it is quite a hard time, to be honest, just as for many of us in Ukraine. As you may know, we're having regular blackouts here. You know, when all electricity just goes off. Fortunately for me, my region is one of the safe ones, so I can't complain too much. I have every inconvenience related to blackouts, but I can handle that. In this video I want to share some thoughts about it. How it is to live in Ukraine for 9 months in war, or even 10 months at this point. You know, I don't know when exactly I will upload this video because it is hard to calculate. For me as video creator it is not the easiest time right now. But I still try to make my videos and I will do it no matter what. I will find my way, but these days it is just harder to do. Lucky me, I used to do everything by hands, so I can take care of majority of things related to dolls without extra tools that require a power supply. But as you already guessed, I can't film every step of it, so this doll is no exception. I'd really wished to film the full process of making her, but when you have only about 4, 6 or even 2 hours of electricity a day, you have different priorities. Like, you actually never prepared for things like that. Those are not that extreme, believe me. I can say that. Bombs aren't flying above my head yet. So it is already great. I can't complain. I'm grateful endlessly to those who make my safety possible every day. The Ukrainian armed forces. Our warriors are the best. In frontal cities, things are much harder. I will not even start it, believe me, people like me still are having a lot of opportunities to continue work. So having even 4 or 6 hours of power a day is a whew, great, nice, cool. But it is still related to some inconvenience, as I mentioned before. Also, maybe you don't know, but I already mentioned in some of my videos that filming videos during the winter season in Eastern Europe is another sort of pain. Because while I was filming this video, it was the first day in 2 weeks when we had Sarta's sun showed up. So all items for this doll I made off camera. It was the only way to do this doll in time. To show process videos is great of course, but making a customer wait extra time is unacceptable. So it is a character of my customer and she's a VTuber. Her name is YAMATO YUNI. She is some kind of bunny puppy sweet lady of duo-colored palette of pink and white outfit, with blonde hair and deep purple eyes. When I saw this character, I really wished to show you her creation process, but only the face it is. The design is very sweet, and I felt that this doll will be a cool project to make into a real doll. And it actually is. I loved making this doll even in blackouts. I was charmed by all the small details and trinkets this character had. So I'm thankful to YAMATO YUNI for ordering this character from me. Thank you. More dolls are coming in the future. I don't know how detailed those videos will be. Currently, it is not up to me. But I hope to find understanding from you, my audience. I promise I will do the best I can as always. So stay in touch. Watch my videos and help me grow bigger so I can continue making dolls for you. This time I'm showing only the process of drawing a face for this character, and honestly, it is one of the sweetest doll faces I made. It went very swimmingly, with no errors at all. Very gentle and cute features. I love it. The final doll is so juicy peach in those pink colors. I bet you will love her too. Saying more about my current reality, I can add that I still need to make my customers' requests, no matter if I film it on camera or not. Because time keeps passing and making a customer wait for too long is one of the worst feeling and simply irresponsible. And when something like those blackouts happens, you just know that you have no choice, but you have to put some things on hold. And move your deadlines of making videos and keep making your work, even with such bloody sacrifices. Show must go on. Currently, there are so many things that you have no influence on. You have to change your basic habits, daily rituals and routines. The old ones just make no more sense. You will wake up in the middle of the night to charge your devices, turn on your fridge to save food, and turn on the heater to warm yourself up. Then you maybe check the internet and news, because you also have no allowance for it as you used to before. Just an example of how things looks like for me now. For everyone in Ukraine, those habits are changing swiftly and changing all the time, because life is still going on, even without electricity. The whole adventure begins when it comes to visiting shops and services. For the first few weeks, it was hard to get used to the fact that some places simply do not work, or work only for a few hours a day. Queues were beyond crazy length, and you had to fight through your day to be able to pick up your mail or get yourself food. But I see that businesses are feeling better and better each day. Habits are shifting and you are adapting to new time schedules. It is no more too hard to wake up in the deep night. Do your things, then get yourself back to sleep and begin your next day phase in few hours, when the electricity turns on again. Winter only began. I don't know how things will be for us later this winter. The only thing I know for sure, our people will make it. I'm already making it. People I know making it with me. It is so interesting to see how people are adapting, calmly, precisely and coherently. I reopened so many things for myself, which I was limiting when I spent more time in front of the computer. I spent a lot of time playing D&D with my fiancé. I went back to drawing again. I have big plans for that as well. Because frankly saying, I started with painting years ago. Yeah, just pictures on paper. Then it migrated to a doll sphere, and I was focusing on that for years. I still kept drawing every now and then, but it wasn't consistent. Just once per time event when I felt bored. I studied graphical design in my student years. The drawing took a massive time frame in my life during that period. But as it happens frequently, I lost my spark due to massive burnout, and only a year ago or so I came back to my watercolors again. I always wanted to create and draw characters, to create stories, but I wasn't that skilled back in the day. I hadn't the talent to write the story, nor the skills to draw it. Now, because I have spare time, I want to fill it with things that I rediscovered in myself again. Also, I recommend you to watch my video about burnout. I hope it can be useful for you if you are in the place that not so bright, and you are feel that you have no energy to continue creating. Suddenly, I found a lot of time to read books I wanted to read. Those are predominantly art-related books like Plastic Anatomy for artists or Composition Rules, Color Theory, everything that can help me with my aspirations. And it is a great feeling to learn new things, even though I already know a lot of them. Also, another great thing that I discovered for myself in the past few months is Dungeons and Dragons. And I play it with my fiancé every time the power goes off. I'm currently a dungeon master of our company. And I can't remember a better time in the past year than that we are playing during our sessions, sitting in a small room together and playing our characters and our story. It gives me so much inspiration to move on, to learn new things, to get better in old ones, and get to know my fiancé better. It is an amazing game. To be honest, it is not that popular game in Ukraine, but we are still playing it. It is with no understatement the best that happened to us this month. We can dive into our own world for a moment to feel something more than a war outside. When I talk about it, it is almost feels like a fairy tale. I hope one day I will draw this story. So, despite all the bad things happening, all the mood swings, a lot of horrific news, it is still possible to handle them. It is still breathtakingly hard. I do not wish anyone such experience. But you know, it is for really bizarre feeling to see how we learn to handle things. How past you vanishes and new you born. With old traits, with old faiths, but new you, and there is something more than that is baking. I can't yet tell, is it for good, is it for bad? Time will show. At the moment I know that I try to do the best I can because I deserve to be happy, even if someone decided they want to destroy things I love. A life that was before. And no, it's not only about blackouts. It is about the whole war in general. I will reopen my light when the time will come. So do you. If you feel like things are going out of control, you feel like you have no ground under your feet, it will pass. Eventually. Things almost for sure will be hard. And it is up to you to decide whether you are Phoenix or Ash. Both are okay, by the way. There will be time for every one of those states in your lives. Just keep moving at your own pace. Take care of yourself and let yourself feel all of emotions. Let it flow, that's okay. I see that no one can tell us how to handle such things, so I will not do that for you too. Just try to take the best from your life, it is already enough. Also, since it is the last video this year, I also wish all of us next year to be better than that. Because we all need a good, sweet and relaxed new year, right? Right. So let's try to make it such way. No matter what tests are expecting us in 2023. I wish you guys have a great day. May bright days come to you and to me. And we will meet in the new video of mine. Soon. I released you everything from my chest, so it is time for me to say, see you in my next videos, guys. Have a warm day and a happy new year. Bye!